Good morning and welcome to another episode of my cycle journeys. And today I'm going to have a life with a truck driver starting from Maharashtra until the North Karnataka. I had a good sleep in the platform of the truck, and that was really one of the best experiences in my life to sleep in the least comfort zone.
This is the platform of the truck, and Mr. Hari is already sleeping inside. It's 9 o'clock. I think we have to wake him up. This was an exchange of excitement. I slept inside the truck in their cabin, and he's sleeping inside this. That's really interesting, sharing the first experiences for people. I could understand his feeling because the first time when I had a tent, I had the same excitement. You know, now it has become just a part of routine. Let me see if he's interested to come for a cup of tea. അറിയട്ടോ സമയം 9 മണി കഴിഞ്ഞു.
9 മണിയോ?
9:45 കണ്ടായി. 9:15 9:45 കണ്ടായി. മോൻ തുറന്നിട്ട് എണീക്കല്ലോ. Hey, good morning.
മോർണിംഗ്.
സ്ലീപ്പിംഗ് ബാഗിനുള്ളിൽ നിന്ന് എണീച്ചു വാ. അതിൻ്റെ അകത്ത് കിടന്നാൽ അതാ എണീക്കാൻ തോന്നൂല. നല്ല സുഖ, അടിപൊളി സാധനം. ഇത് ഞാൻ അവരുടെ മേടിച്ച് തരുന്നുണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് രണ്ടുപേർക്കും. നാട്ടിലെത്തട്ടെ. ഞാൻ നാട്ടിലെത്തുന്ന സമയം നിങ്ങൾ നാട്ടിലെത്തുന്ന സമയവും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഞാൻ നാട്ടിലുള്ള സമയത്ത് നിങ്ങൾ എപ്പോഴവിടെ ഉണ്ടെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിലേ നമുക്കത് ശരിയാക്കാം. കലക്കിയോ? അതാണ്. As a part of truck life, the step number one is to get water filled for the stocking, because on the way we have to cook. They are getting the onion packed over there. The laborers have already come. Meanwhile, we have come to this place to get the filter water. Hariyata, wait a minute. So the step one was to bring water. We have kept it inside the truck. Now the step two is to wait for the laborers to complete the packing. Then there will be another group of members coming up for the loading. And finally, they have to tie that, I guess, and then hopefully by tonight they'll be able to push from here. So it's a day process, and I'm also taking relaxation from cycling today. Instead, I'll take a night drive with them. So they're actually going in a different direction after a few kilometers, maybe from the border of Karnataka. They are pushing towards Trivandrum, and I am actually going to Hampi. Yes, the black tea.
നല്ല പണിക്കാർ ഇഷ്ടം പോലെ വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. പണിക്കാർ ഇഷ്ടം പോലെ ഉണ്ടെന്ന്.
അപ്പോൾ
അവിടെയുള്ളവരൊക്കെ
എല്ലാവരും ചടപടയെന്ന് വിളിച്ചു കൊണ്ടിരുന്നുണ്ട്. നല്ല കാര്യം.
ഇപ്പൊ സെറ്റാവും.
നമുക്കൊരു ഉച്ചയോട് കൂടി
ഉച്ചയ്ക്ക് ഒരു 3 മണിയാകുമ്പോൾ പോകാം.
അതെ. ഒരു ചിരിയൊക്കെ ആവട്ടോ. അതാണ്. कैसे हो? हम आपका काम देख रहे हैं. just had my lunch with them. It's rice and chicken. Delicious as usual. And a couple of hours ago, it was purely a heap of onion. Now, with a collective effort from both men and women, all those have been kept in bags. So one team is stitching over there and the other team is also making things ready. ഇനിയാണ് നമ്മൾ ഇവരുടെ ടാലൻറ്റ് കാണാൻ പോകുന്നത് അല്ലേ? എടുത്ത് വീശി എറിഞ്ഞ് അമ്മമാർ ഇത് മൊത്തം ഇതിൻ്റെ അകത്തേക്ക് എത്തിച്ചു തരും.
Many were curious to try the cycle for a ride, and I never stopped them from trying. The workers began it from one end, and the entire region was totally converted into these bags. And the process is approximately 2.5 to 3 hours of work, where you have to keep them in order. As soon as 1 or 2 rows are ready, then it's the time for the drivers. Both of them will work as a team, one on the top and the other on the bottom. They'll be working to make sure that these bags are fixed the best way possible.
Truck is loaded with full of bags. So in another half an hour I'll have a night ride with Hariyatan and Abhi Chetan. Yes.
Load I full savala onion. Full load.
Yes. Kilometers like 2000. The weight is 25 ton, means 25,000 kilos of onion. And this is HariNarayan, a very veteran and senior driver from Kerala. He has experience of using the trucks even in different countries. He was actually a heavy truck driver in Saudi Arabia for quite a long time, and due to some unfortunate incidents in his life, he had to come back. Now he is working, and his driving partner is Mr. Abhi. You will see him as well soon in the videos. And this is my first experience. I'm traveling in a truck to at least for a night, and that's the plan. As we are pushing towards 2 different directions, I'll spend a night with them, and that'll be a great experience for me too. The cycle is kept over there. Oh yes. So the trip begins here. Another twist in the cycling trip. For one night I'm using a truck, and from tomorrow morning it's again cycling till Karnataka. The traffic awareness in India from both sides. So within 50 kilometers they stopped their vehicle to make sure that now the commodity and everything is set. After having a few minutes of movement, all these bags, they settle down. That നോക്കട്ടെ ഒരു മിനിറ്റ് അതല്ല എൻ്റെ പുറത്തത്തെ താഴെ അതല്ല അത് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് ഒന്നുകൂടി ബാക്കോട്ട് ഇനി പൊക്കിക്കോ അത് ഈ ചാക്കയെ തട്ടിക്കോ പൊക്കി അടിക്കണം ഞാൻ അങ്ങോട്ട് വരണം കിട്ടി അതെ Now it's time for a roll change. Duties have been exchanged. Now Hariyatan is going to start. അടച്ചേക്കട്ടെ നേരെ പോകണം. is 2:35 a.m. After having a tea, we are continuing. One of the drivers is relaxing while the other is maintaining the driving part. Anji. Time for breakfast. Right now, still in Maharashtra. So after breakfast, we'll be saying goodbye to each other in a few minutes of time. The moment we get into the main highway, because they are actually, they try to save a bit of money from the toll gates in the RTO checkpost. So they always take the routes that connects the villages. So see some remote village in Maharashtra, no idea where it is, but it's beautiful. എനിക്കോ so this is another way of looking at the world from a different perspective, seeing things from a different angle. So my life in the truck is going to be finished in another 5 minutes. I'm getting myself ready, everything packed. Ariadan is sitting with me. He had a sound sleep. And Aviadan, both of them have been great companions for me in the entire trip. This is the most emotional moment of my trip so far, saying goodbye to these two gentlemen. They have a great story to tell, which I'll be explaining whenever I get time. Two legends who taught me life lessons that I could never get even from my universities. ഒരുപാട് സന്തോഷം സമാധാനമായിട്ട് പോയിട്ട് വരും.
I resumed my journey and my regular days continued.
जहाँ मर्जी
Seeing
जाओ,
people who are curious to
जब
know
तक
about
मन
my
करता है तब तक. लेकिन खुश हो गए आप? बस और क्या चाहिए मुझे बताओ. वो स्टैंड लगा दीजिएगा बस. अब वापस ले जा रहे हैं फिर कल सुबह अगेन. क्या बात है. सबको वहाँ सेट करेंगे. चलो. It's almost sunset. I'll try as much as possible today so that by day after tomorrow I'll be approaching Bangalore. Hampi is another maybe another 160 or 170 kilometers. Rest we'll see.
After riding for another half an hour, I settled down in Sandhu Punjabi Dhaba. This is actually in North Karnataka, and they were kind enough to offer me a cot, so I used my sleeping bag and decided to push forward towards Hampi the very next morning.